questions for Dylan?
Dylan, by all accounts, had a very good, solid rookie season. I'm curious, what did you work on over the off season to take even a bigger step forward?
For myself, the first thing I really want to work on was my hand placement and my eye progression. The game is already fast as is, and so my first year I just felt like I was trying to learn the offense, and now it's just like, okay, now I understand the offense. It's time to be able to look at defenses and understand what it is that they're trying to do. And so for myself, eye placement, hands, feet progression, just having my feet in sequence. A lot of times I felt like I was off playing with what it was I was trying to do, and so just working on slowing everything down so that I can be efficient in what I'm trying to do.
During the season, when we would talk to you about recognition you were getting for your play, you almost downplayed it. Are you able to look back at year one and appreciate, or is it something you're not going to look at till after you retire?
I definitely appreciate it. Obviously, just having the opportunity to get as many reps as possible my first year. That's the best thing you can do in the NFL, I feel like, is just having the repetition. It's easy to be able to go out there and practice it and then visualize it in film, but you're not going to really understand it until you actually have that guy pressing against you in pass protection or in the run blocking game. And so for me, I'll forever be thankful for that first year.
Dylan, I think you get a full year under your belt. How did you change just kind of how you approach your off-season conditioning program now that you would take the hold up for an entire NFL season?
My mindset, I think, is the number one thing that's changed for me. Just understanding, just simple things as where I need to be, how I need to be on time. Film study, having an understanding of, okay, this is what I need to do to be able to prepare for this. Or even now, just understanding, like, we're going against the defense at this point. Understand what it is that they're doing, what they're trying to bring at practice. It's those little things that I'm trying to work on and continue to work on.
I know last year you were kind of moving around a lot, not to say that you won't this year, but how has it helped you being able to kind of lock in on that guard spot and get more comfortable there?
I would say, especially here, it's just, I won't say lock in, but I know there's a lot of different times where we will need any position. And so that's the thing that I've been trying to be pretty good at, just being flexible. So just comfortability is important, but at the same time, it's the flexibility that's really helped me out my first year, not knowing where I was going to be able to get the opportunity at. And so just being able to get at center whenever, because you never know what's going to happen.
What's the biggest learning curve at center for you? What's the thing you have to really master at that spot at center? I
would say for center, it's eyes. You're right in the middle of the offense, and then you got to see everything from the Sam to the alpha ball linebacker that's way out there. And so for center, it's just eye progression, because it's easy to be able to be at left guard and then you'll be able to see something outside, especially when you're 2-point stance. When you're always at center, it's hard to be able to see that outside guy or that extra safety that you may not be able to recognize. And so I would say definitely eyes, and then even in different cadences, having the cadence, having to read the defense, and then be able to make the calls. I was like, that's very difficult, and I definitely try to help the center out whenever I can in the past, just because of that.
There's a couple of young running backs getting reps now with Josh being out. You rookie with him last year, Britton and Jameer. What do you see from those guys now and also last year as a rookie with them last year?
Just Britton, Sincere, Zeus. I was like, all those guys, I think they're definitely taking those opportunities to be able to get those reps. And I think they're trying to hone in on that. They're working hard, obviously. A lot of good young guys, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like they're taking those moments and opportunities, and they're doing really well with it.
All good?
I would just say, obviously, a lot of the same guys in the offensive line room, they came back, not a whole lot of additions that were made. Kind of how much confidence does that give you that the coaching staff has that type of confidence in you guys?
It feels great, to be honest. Just knowing that they feel like they have the right guys in the room, and then add some additions. Obviously, the competition in the room is going to be there because they brought a lot of the same guys in. So first, I'm just thankful for the opportunity to be able to be in this position. And on top of that, it feels good to be able to have a lot of guys that you communicated with last year, and then just have another year on top of that. So obviously, we're going to grow. We're going to know each other a little bit better than the last year. And then with those new guys, everybody's going to be. It's going to be rotations throughout camp, obviously. And so just being able to communicate with everybody's going to be there.
Okay, great.
Thank you, Dylan.
Yes, sir.